There was a crash this weekend in Huntington Beach at the Cars and Copters event when a Bell 222 helicopter, which is the old Airwolf platform, beautiful, beautiful machine, when the tailrotor flew off and crash landed, injuring 5 people, 3 on the ground and the pilot and passenger. Let's take a look at the video of this before we talk show a little bit more images and a few more images and things.
Oh shit! Whoa! Oh my god! Oh! Where's the fucking fire department?
I'm going to pause it just there, see if I can blow it up a little bit. There it is, blown up. Now, when the helicopter spun out of control, the tailrotor was still on the body. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that. And then this flew off. And you can see it's the entire assembly here. So this is a major failure. And the importance of maintenance in a helicopter cannot be overstated. Helicopters have so many moving parts, and many of them go through extreme stresses. And so it's very important to have good inspections to identify metal fatigue, cracks in metals, anything that's loose, So helicopter maintenance is extremely expensive. Very often helicopters spend more time in maintenance than in the air. And you can imagine, the cost of a mechanic, of an aviation mechanic shop, running at probably now over $200 an hour, or close to that, how much that would cost. So let's take a look at the video some more, because he was doing some low passes and also doing some maneuvers, which also exerted more stress on the helicopter. Beautiful helicopter. Old Airwolf platform. Some EMTs on the ground. There you can see an image. You can see the tailrotor flying off at this point, but the helicopter was already spinning out of control when this happened. So there was a sequence of events here. There's the mangled helicopter on the staircase of this building. One child was trapped underneath the helicopter. Bystanders, you saw in the video, ran immediately towards the crash to try to help. And so a child was injured on the ground. 5 people sent to the hospital with injuries. They're trying to help the child from underneath the helicopter. Some people escaped with their lives. Now, the pilot of this helicopter was an Eric Nixon. This is Huntington Beach, California. Like I said earlier, it's Huntington Beach's Cars and Copters waterfront event on Saturday, the 11th of October 2025. And the pilot was Eric Nixon. He had a female passenger. She also got injured. He sustained broken ribs, crushed vertebrae, and multiple bruises. in this accident. The passenger was also required medical transport to a hospital. 3 people on the ground were injured, including a child and 2 adults. The conditions of these people are not known, although it's believed that they are fine, that they're not critically injured. So moments before the crash, Nixon performed a low-altitude flyby. The NTSB is going to investigate, of course. And I feel sorry for the helicopter operator, because he lost his helicopter, and this is probably going to also ruin his business. So, not just just a prediction. Yeah, terrible, sad story. And when you fly in an helicopter, make sure that it's been maintained very well. This is the key. This is the key. Inspections are very, very important in any aircraft. So our prayers go out to the injured, that they recover soon. And well, we hope Eric Nixon can keep his company, unless he did he was really negligent here. But this could also just be a freak accident, right? A freak thing that nobody really expected. I wouldn't blame him for doing a low pass flyovers over a show, a Cars and Copters show. That's what you expect to see there, is low pass flyovers. It's a beautiful helicopter. If I had one, I'd love to show it off as well. The Airwolf, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful helicopters ever produced. And I saw one, I sat in one. That was the Airwolf. I sat in one of the Airwolves. I made, back in when I was in school, this is a few years ago, I made a video game of Airwolf. I was crazy about Airwolf. It was, to me, the most beautiful thing. I went and looked. I went to see Airwolf in its hangar, sat in it, walked around it, took pictures of it, and downloaded or copied manuals to get certain images of it and drawings of it for my video game. I love this thing. It was beautiful. Beautiful helicopter. So sad to see one of them crash. And the Airwolf series itself, I don't remember how many of them they crashed. One of them fell off a building and just fell upside down and crashed. And there were a few that were destroyed during the course of the making of the Airwolf series. So, but it was a beautiful, beautiful helicopter. Thanks for watching. Truth Matters Unplugged.